Hey, this is Paul with Wondershare EdrawMax, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing the main reasons why you'd want to use EdrawMax as an easy to use and cheaper alternative to Microsoft's Visio software. For starters, are you a Mac user who's received a Visio file and now you're struggling to figure out how do you view it? And while Microsoft Visio is well known for helping users create diagrams and flowcharts, its biggest letdown is that it's not available natively for Mac. And no surprise, as Microsoft's biggest rival is Apple, it's unlikely that they're going to natively release software for their main competitor. And so if you're one of the many Mac users who needs to work with Visio files, then this is the video for you. And so in today's video, we're going to be explaining how our eDraw software works and how it's a great and easy to use alternative to Microsoft Visio. For starters, let's discuss how Microsoft Visio lacks cross-platform support and collaboration tools. Again, as this is a Microsoft tool and part of Microsoft 365, they want to sell you on a Microsoft device too and push you away from Apple and Linux. As such, it's not available natively on those other platforms, and so you're out of luck if you want the most out of those tools. And so if you're a Mac or Linux user and you're frequently receiving and needing to edit or view Visio files, you're out of luck unless you look to alternatives like EdrawMax. Luckily, one of the main advantages to EdrawMax is that it's available on Linux, Mac, and of course Windows. Beyond that, if you're working remotely or on portable devices, we also have EdrawMax available online without any installation required. And here's another funny thing about Microsoft Visio, and you might not know this if you're new to the software, but when you're done with a project and you want to share it and have someone else review it, you have to either export it as an image or a PDF file. Visio can be complicated enough as is, and for a lot of users, they probably wish it was a lot more straightforward. Luckily, that's the case with EdrawMax. With EdrawMax, you can share and publish your files directly from the app itself with just a single click. Next, let's talk about how Microsoft Visio lacks customization, templates, and overall creative tools to make your document more personal. So although Microsoft Visio has some powerful tools built into its software, one of the biggest complaints users have had is the lack of customization with those pre-built templates. When you look through their templates, they can basically be grouped into just a handful of styles. On the other hand, eDraw has a lot more that isn't just tailored for the commercial side of the software, but also the individual side. So whether you're a family member, you're working at a school, a small organization, nonprofit, there's a lot of templates, not just created by the eDraw team, but the eDraw community that has been shared and uploaded, so you can easily find something that someone else has created and published that you can either tailor to your own needs or just start working from directly. On the other hand, EdrawMax understands that our users are all different, and so they have a wide variety of different diagrams and symbols to choose from to make your diagrams truly your own. And speaking of symbols, if you've used Microsoft Visio, you know how difficult it is to find that perfect symbol because they don't have previews for them. And so if you're trying to brainstorm and you have this great idea that you're quickly trying to get down into a diagram, it can be very difficult and obviously annoying when you just have to go through this extra tedious step to find the right symbol to get that idea across in a diagram form. And so it's a no-brainer, but EdrawMax actually lets you preview the symbols before inserting them. And circling back to my earlier point regarding templates, Microsoft Visio basically only has the templates that came pre-installed with the program. With EdrawMax, like we were saying, you can create a template and share it with others, and others can share their amazing templates with you as well. It's all available on the community page, and you can easily search within the categories and find a template that perfectly suits your project. Now here's a very important comparison. Price. How much does each software cost for me to use, and how much does each software cost to upgrade? And of course, if you have two very similar softwares or one that's a little bit better than the other, you would expect one to be cheaper than the other. In this case, EdrawMax, as we've shared, has a lot more features than Microsoft Visio, so you'd think that Visio would be cheaper, right? No. Again, Microsoft Visio is more tailored towards the commercial user, and so it might not be too surprising to find out that it actually costs more, as they can probably get a little bit more money out of those commercial users. On the other hand, EdrawMax is significantly cheaper. For its standard version, EdrawMax costs $198, while Microsoft Visio costs $309. That said, if you want to upgrade to EdrawMax's bundle, which lasts a lifetime, that's just $245, whereas with Microsoft Visio, it's $579. But beyond that, Microsoft Visio doesn't have a free tier at all, so whether you're just trying to dabble and get a feel for the software, maybe try it out, see how you like it, can't do that. On the other hand, EdrawMax has a freemium tier and it's free to use. So you can get access to many of its tools and creative templates. You can create and share your documents absolutely for free. So now with pricing out of the way, let's talk about how you can use EdrawMax for your next project. As we've covered, EdrawMax is a powerful diagramming software that lets you easily create your diagrams and visual representations in just a few clicks. These include flowcharts, organizational charts, mind maps, network diagrams, and much more. You can use a wide range of pre-made templates, shapes, icons, and symbols. And best and most importantly of all, you can customize nearly everything to fit your needs. Of course, EdrawMax has powerful tools for adding text, graphics, annotations, and it supports a wide variety of file formats, which then helps you communicate everything seamlessly. EdrawMax also supports collaboration so you can work with your team members to create and edit visual content in real time. And just as importantly, you can share that content effortlessly, whether it's with images, PDF files, to social media, or via email, just within a click. So before I jump into a real-world example showing you how you can use EdrawMax today, let me go over its key features so you understand how it best works for you. For starters, EdrawMax is an all-in-one diagramming software offering you a range of tools and features to create different types of diagrams, charts, and graphs. For example, if you're a business owner, you can use EdrawMax to create a range of diagrams from a flowchart of their sales process to a floor plan of their office space. It's also cross-platform, so whether you're working on Windows, Linux, or Mac, or just within a browser, it's one of the easiest tools for remote team collaboration. Our tool has a rich library of templates and symbols that can be used to create professional looking diagrams and charts quickly. You've got over 2,000 templates and over 280 diagrams available to use. And let's say you're a teacher or a presenter who wants to make an engaging presentation. EdrawMax could be the perfect tool for teachers to make engaging lessons for their students. With EdrawMax, you can easily drag and drop shapes and symbols into your canvas to create diagrams and charts quickly. Regarding file formats, EdrawMax supports JPEG, PNG, PDF, SVG, and Microsoft Office formats, and a lot more. And so this gives you a lot of flexibility with sharing your files in the most compatible format. Last but not least, EdrawMax also has cloud storage. This allows users to easily save, share, and collaborate with others by saving their files in the cloud. And so whether you're working with a team or working between different devices, this allows you to have the most flexibility when it comes to working remotely or from a variety of different devices. So you might be asking yourself, what kind of groups use EdrawMax? As you can imagine, it can be the perfect tool to use across a wide variety of fields, depending on what you need to get done. This could be engineering, to project management, and of course IT. In engineering, you can create circuit diagrams, schematics, and of course engineering drawings. An electric engineer, for example, can use EdrawMax to create a circuit diagram, or a mechanical engineer can use it to create a 3D model of a machine. IT professionals can use EdrawMax to create a network diagram that shows the various components of their organization's IT infrastructure, and that could include your servers, your routers, and your firewalls. In operations, a logistics manager can use EdrawMax to create a flowchart that shows getting a product from the manufacturer to the final customer. EdrawMax is also a popular tool with management teams where it's a helpful way of creating organizational charts that show the various departments and roles within a company. And so to simulate a real-world example, let's pretend we're part of an HR team who's trying to decide, should we hire someone for this project or outsource it? First, identify the main decisions and respective variables or deciding factors. In this scenario, decisions are either to hire an employee or to outsource the project. While the deciding factors are going to be budget, workload, time, and anything else you can think of. Once we've selected our flowchart, we can begin creating the flowchart using different shapes. For example, we can use diamonds to represent the decisions in the flowchart, while we can use rectangles to specify the steps involved in those decisions. We can quickly search and find our shapes within the basic flowchart shapes menu found in the left sidebar. We can then use the arrows from the arrow shapes to connect the decisions and steps accurately. And with our flowchart built out, we can either leave it as is or customize it further to make it stand out even more. And now that we have our completed and fully customized flowchart, we can either share or publish it. You can find the share and publish buttons located in the top right corner. You can share the file directly using a link, email, or social media. And with that, we've gone over the key differences between Microsoft Visio and EdrawMax, explaining why you would probably want to use EdrawMax as a cheaper and more powerful alternative to Microsoft Visio. Not only does EdrawMax offer you more for less, it also has a growing and vibrant community. So let us know your thoughts on EdrawMax in the comments down below. If you have any questions about using the software or any more comparisons to Microsoft Visio, you can also let us know down there and we can help you out. Of course, if you want to learn more about EdrawMax and you want to stay up to date with our latest tutorials and how-to videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell. This has been Paul, and until the next one, we'll catch you later.